Hey, welcome to another vlog. This is a slightly different one from normal, as you may be able to tell.
Yes, because I'm the expert on Camp Pining Hearts. I'll say, okay, so let's go over this diagram that's going to show up on the screen. As you can see here...
There is no diagram. Yeah, so Viga has joined me. Those of you who've been watching my vlogs have never seen her, but she's been kind of a behind-the-scenes presence all along. She gave me my tripod. She designs my book covers. She designed the logo. Lots of stuff. And so I've been wanting for a long time to have her on a vlog, and this is sort of our last chance.
Yep.
Now we're going to be doing this one a little bit differently from usual because of time limitations that Viga has. So she's going to be here while we talk about the Season 2 finale, log date 7152. And then I'm going to go and watch the Season 3 premiere and do the second half of the vlog about that alone. So at this point I've actually not watched it yet. But I'm going to edit them together into one video because I promised they'd be one video. So that was not what I expected the finale to be. I was expecting them to go drilling, encounter the cluster, something, or Yellow Diamond sends someone after them because of what Peridot said to her.
I've seen all of the following season. I cannot tell the future. You know how impossible it is to stay in the same apartment of this guy during the entire summer of Steven, and couldn't even... I had to be like, go to the other side of the apartment so I can watch this on TV, or put on headphones, or go la 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 la. Just I had to step on eggshells just so he wouldn't get spoiled. Catch the hell up! Catch the fuck up! Please.
I will.
But yes, this is one of my favorite episodes, so I definitely wanted to be able to talk about this one. Just Peridot character development.
Yeah, quite a lot of it. I liked the repetition of wow, thanks between when he gave her the recorder and the end of the episode.
Wow, thanks!
Yeah. It's kind of her, it's not like I like you or anything, because she's basically the tsundere.
Tsundere Peridot.
Yep. Yeah. Like I said, really not what I expected, but really welcome. I had said I wanted a Peridot Garnet focus episode, and I should have realized that it would get done in flashback because Garnet has future vision. That makes total sense.
I didn't think about that.
And I like the way she used her future vision to know that Steven was gonna, borrow the recorder and listen to it all.
Yeah.
I apologize for shifting a lot. We're a little bit cramped in here. My leg keeps falling asleep.
Yes. We're cramped.
Yeah.
Living in a box. We're living in a cardboard box. Living in a box. Living in a cardboard box.
So.
That's a real song.
I believe you.
Peridot.
Yeah, Peridot trying to understand fusion. I love the line that she fused with Garnet to try to understand fusion, and she doesn't understand fusion, but she understands Garnet.
Yeah, because of the power of fan pairings.
Yes, that was great. That she
that she became a fangirl for Camp Pining Hearts.
Everything about that sequence was beautiful.
You got all that from one episode?
There's more episodes. There's more episodes. Like that being her reaction. I loved that. Yeah, and that being Steven's reaction was great too. Probably because he remembers when Amethyst got super into that show back in the first season. I don't remember what it was called.
Little Butler.
That's the one.
Little Butler. An orphan boy with sass and pep is left off on the front step. But yeah, that Peridot becoming this little fangirl. I feel that it kind of represents some of the crazier fan theorists out there. Like, YouTube's filled with fan theories of all sorts of things. A lot of it, I'm just like, no, Oh crap! I can't even give you an example because it's a spoiler. God damn it, Jen. But
I've been in enough fandoms for long enough that I can imagine.
yeah. But
I was just spinning fan theories about Sailor Moon at you yesterday,
yeah.
which I've never seen the original. I'm watching Crystal, and she's seen like everything and read the entire manga, and so I was saying things, and she was like squirming, like, I can't tell you why either you're exactly correct or completely insane.
Yeah, this is what I've been going through all summer. But yeah, Peridot slowly is starting to become my favorite character.
I can see it. She's a lot of fun.
But yeah, it's also, you get this sort of view of pretty much this entire situation, Earth, crystal gems, from a new source.
Yes.
For the crystal gems, they've been there for 1,000 years. They know what's up. They are the crystal gems. For Steven, you got a lot of that in the first season of all of this being new to Steven as he's being trained to be a crystal gem. And now Peridot, who just joined, is in that position, and Steven gets to be sometimes a teacher or the mentor figure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Steven still has a lot to learn as well. I can't get into that, but yeah, Peridot is kind of put into this position.
You know what's funny? When she asked, like, when he told her that she's a crystal gem now, and she was like, great, where am I going to put my star? And that's the first time I noticed that they all have a star on them somewhere.
I can't believe you never noticed that.
I never thought about it.
Well,
I guess that's kind of their uniform.
I always figured they adopted the star after Rose Quartz's death. Well, death.
Maybe.
Because
they don't seem to have them in flashbacks, do they?
Nope, because she had the star on her belly.
Uh-huh.
And later on, Pearl got a star on her chest. Garnet has a half star on her breasts.
Uh-huh.
And Amethyst has stars on her knees.
Uh-huh.
And Steven has a t-shirt with a star on it, which actually is a different origin, but still. But yeah, people were making fan art after this episode of Peridot with star hair instead. Hair in the shape of a star. I thought that was cute, and I wish that actually went into the show.
That would be pretty cute. I have no idea where she's gonna put it. I'm sure we'll find out.
I still think she. Oh my god! So you know how she has that visor on? Remember the second half of Gurren Lagann?
The star glasses?
Star glasses! Star glasses! Star glasses. That's it. That's what it should be.
That could work.
That will work. I need to draw that. But yeah, this was for a season finale. Most season finales are like, we gotta go big and hard and fast, like the first season did.
This was very kind of low key.
Low key. All the big stuff kind of already happened, so this is kind of the denouement to that.
I mean, the biggest thing that happened in this episode we didn't actually get to see.
Yeah.
Just Peridot Garnet fusion.
Yeah, and you know what? I think it's just a good decision to have Peridot have apprehension about doing it herself, but still come away with understanding. And I'm glad Garnet actually recognized that, and help facilitate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Garnet was pretty much like A game in this.
Oh yeah, she was fantastic in this episode.
Yeah.
I like the way she was just so cool with Peridot. Like, she could easily have gotten very angry at her because she's being kind of awful to Garnet in particular. Not so much in this episode, but in other episodes.
Yeah.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but is the part where she says that she understands Garnet better now the first time she's ever referred to her by name? Because I'm pretty sure she usually calls her the Fusion.
Or the perma-fusion. But yeah, I think so.
I think that's the first time she actually called her Garnet. It's the first time she recognizes her as a person instead of a thing made by two people.
Yes. But you can do that alone. Don't want to. How can you just stay fused all the time? We're Percy and Pierre.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh! Yeah, I love the narrative setup of it being on her little log thing.
Also, do we know what gender Percy is?
Not really.
I'm pretty sure that it's a slash pairing.
Don't know Pierre's either.
Well, Pierre's a male name, though.
Yeah, but the way people name their kids nowadays with Macaulay, Kilo, Lulu.
Yeah. Still, I choose to believe that she's not just shipping, she's slash shipping.
Alright.
Which, how would she know? How would she know?
Yeah, because they don't have gender technically, although they do refer to themselves as her. And, like, looks like, is, like, coded as females. They technically don't really have a gender thing, so.
Yep.
They're just like humans, whatever. They're all together.
They're female presenting, non-binary.
Yeah. But, yeah, Percy and Pierre, man. But, oh god, I'm just imagining this little country girl named Pierre, but it's spelled with a Y, and somehow a $sign, and 5 E's.
People in the country don't name their kids like that. It's people in the suburbs.
You're right. Let me go take Michaela with 5 Y's to kindergarten, Montessori kindergarten.
Yeah.
After I take Jaden with like 2 D's and a G instead of a J to soccer practice. Oh my god, okay. So you know how fandoms, people in them grow up and sometimes name their kids out of them? Well, now that we had a generation of Hermiones out there, I can see it now. Hi, I'm Garnet, and this is my first day of kindergarten in like 10 years.
Yeah, I can see it. It's very likely. I'm sure we're already getting babies named Cora.
Yeah, I gotta take Twilight Sparkle to swimming practice.
That one I hope not, because pony names tend to be terrible.
I don't know. Rainbow Dash is gonna grow up to be a handsome man. Let me stop making fun of names.
Yeah. Anything else about this episode? I mean, it was, it's kind of a hard episode to talk about because it was basically, Peridot fused and learned something from it, but because we get it all from Steven's perspective, we don't really get to see how it affected Peridot. So it's a little hard to speak to. I guess maybe we'll find out next.
I think it showed how it affected Peridot through all those little vignettes.
Yeah, definitely. You can definitely see her evolving throughout. But I guess, I don't know, the main one seems to be the difference between the Wow Thanks at the beginning and the Wow Thanks at the end.
Yeah.
It was much more, it still wasn't quite sincere, but it was closer.
So, I think the only thing to say is,
I now understand why you've started doing this all the time.
Yeah, I did take that from this episode where I'm just like...
So, yeah. I'm going to let you go because you got places to be.
Well, first we gotta go through this diagram of the best gem fusions. Okay, you see here...
You realize, just to screw with you, I'm going to actually put something in there that's completely unrelated.
It's going to be a picture of orange. If you can see here that by this line, it shows that garnet plus pearl will make a great fusion for this purpose.
Yeah, that fusion is awesome.
Yes, and then you got Steven over here, and I can't say more because fuck.
So, anyway, I'll let you go.
Yes.
I'm going to stop the video here, watch the next episode, then come back and film the second half of this vlog.
I'm so glad you're starting season 3, and I'm so glad season 4 already started. And you're gonna enjoy this.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, God.
I am at the point where I am Steven Universe is the best show on TV right now, and I'm at the point where I'm starting to seriously consider is this the best cartoon ever made? It might be.
It's one of them.
It's definitely one of them.
Oh God!
There's only a handful that come close.
It's such a good show.
But anyway, I'll see you guys in seconds your time, 15-20 minutes mine. Bye. Hey again, folks. Back for the second part of this vlog. So this is Steven Universe Season 3, Episode 1, Watermelon Island? Something like that. Watermelon Steven Island? Something like that. So, pretty good at. Some interesting stuff happened. I mean, some major stuff happened. This felt more like a season finale than the season finale did. You know, between the cliffhanger and the, you know, major event-iness of it. First of all, Steven's ability to, like... I mean, the only term I can think of for it is warg, like in Game of Thrones. To enter the minds of others when he sleeps is becoming more and more of a thing. Like, it was kind of a one-off, or it seemed like it might be a one-off in that episode with the weird title that I'm blanking on, where with all the freaky dreams. It was a good episode. Shile Tig or something like that. Anyway, that was a good one. But now that ability is back again, and he's able to, like, possess the Watermelon Stevens in his dreams, which is new and interesting. And apparently they're under attack by Malachite, which is... first of all, they have this island civilization, which I don't really remember how things ended with the Watermelon Stevens. I vaguely recall that they existed. And I don't know, did they wash out into the ocean or something? I don't remember. But they're on this island, apparently. And they built, like, this little civilization. It's very cute. And then Malachite has been attacking, and they almost seem to have kind of like a, like, corn god thing going. The corn god is this thing where to guarantee a good harvest, you sacrifice or corn king, that's the term. To guarantee a good harvest, you sacrifice your king. But king in this sense is a little different than we understand the concept. It's someone who is king for a brief period of time, possibly even king for a day. And while they're king, they get anything and everything they want. They are completely... Any luxury they desire is theirs. They are treated like royalty. And then they're killed. Sacrificed to the god of the harvest, or the god of the rain, or whatever, to guarantee that there will be a good harvest. I think if I remember right, you sacrifice them when you plant, so that the harvest will grow well over the summer. So it would be like in the springtime that you would do this. The associations with, like, the Christian story of Easter, I think the corn king is sometimes pointed to as, like, being the origin of that concept. Regardless of that, that seems to be what they were doing with the one, is like they're sacrificing it to Malachite. But they do the not it thing, which was hilarious. And then that one gets, like, dressed up and carried by the others, and then it sacrifices, has to be sacrificed, to try to appease Malachite, which suggests that Malachite has been, like, surfacing near this island and raging for a while. The Watermelon Stevens continue to be adorable. They have this lovely little civilization. I love the point where one of them is, where two of them are, like, we saw that they were growing watermelons, and they were growing watermelon babies and giving them to families. And so we see, like, a watermelon, like a very, like, traditional image of a family. A watermelon with a tie, and a watermelon with a skirt, and then the baby watermelon runs up and hugs them, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. Excuse me. What I love is that later, when Stephen is leading, when the one possessed by Stephen is leading, like, the watermelon army, you see them hugging because one was going off to war, that traditional image. And then it turns out the one with the spear and shield is the one with the skirt, and the one with the tie stays behind. And I thought that was a great little reversal of, gendered expectations, which this show is often very good at. And it was good seeing it again. And then all of a sudden Malachite, they beat her. They, with the help of the Watermelon Stevens, they defeated Malachite, divided her. Lapis is, I guess, with them now. Jasper has sunken into the rift opened up by the cluster, and Steven is going to have to take care of it. They tell him to wake up and go back and take care of it with Peridot. So him and Peridot taking on the cluster alone, I guess. That's going to be interesting. It's... I was going to say something. Oh, yes, and as it's irising out, we see that it's, see them giving him words of encouragement, and you can tell that what got cut off is Garnet saying, "We love you." Because she had exactly that tone of voice that she uses when she's saying that, and she got cut off saying, "We something." And that was very sweet and a little sad. Yeah, I was actually really surprised to see Malachite showing up in the middle of all this. But I've been really surprised at how they've been handling this whole cluster storyline. It's been very different. They've spent a lot of time on Peridot's character development. Now, this sudden shift where, the fact that Jasper has fallen down there, I'm sure, is going to mean something. Jasper is going to be involved somehow with the cluster. I don't know if, she's going to be absorbed into it, or if she's going to try to stop them from stopping it. Peridot is pretty certain that she'll be killed by the emergence of the cluster. I'm wondering if Jasper maybe thinks that she could survive it. Maybe she'll be poofed, but she thinks her gem could survive it and be retrieved by Yellow Diamond or whatever. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting episode. That's all I can really say. Maybe more than one for all I know. The next several episodes could be serialized. Regardless, it's been a fun ride this far, and I'm not expecting that to change. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about in regards to this episode? I think that's about it. Continues to be really good in really varied ways, and I'm looking forward to more. Bye.